Alright, guys. One more thing, and we will actually start to play. Even though we're missing people. Even though we're missing a few people. That's okay. No, I'm sorry about the way that I am late today. But, I had to take care of my youngest for a while. My wife usually handles that while I'm playing, but
it happens.
She had to go out. She had to go out for a bit. Sorry.
It's no worries.
You know. I guess everybody gets the opportunity to be late now and then. Even me. Alright, one more thing I'm trying to get fixed here real quick and then we'll be able to start. I'm thinking... That's not the right one. I think I'm going to try and get my old gaming rig to work as a streaming PC so that I can just have all this stuff set up and not have to keep changing it and messing with it every week. I can just leave it running, leave it the same. I think that would be much better. All I need is the time to do that. But we'll get this going here in a moment. And we'll be ready to go. Assuming it works. Well, it says it worked. Probably gonna have to be good enough. Mixer doesn't like me today, but I'm just not gonna worry about it. Okay. Good enough. I'm just gonna turn that off. Turn on the chat dock, just in case. Okay, so that's all good. That's all good. Maybe we can actually do something now. Okay, come on. Get rid of that now since we're good there. Bring this over so I can actually look at the right direction. Okay, so when we last left, let's see. So we had the. What did we have? We had the giant. We had the big. Monkey drummer and a raccoon and the other animal.
Yeah, there was a lizard somewhere.
A lizard, that was it. The lizard, and then we had a couple of yeah, that's right, the raccoon there, the big lizard, the monkey drummer. They had expelled some gas that seemed to be making people laugh hysterically. Some bozos had showed up. Marcellus was down here having fun throwing people around. Vex was still over in the building. Bullets up here on the roof. Is videoing from his condo. You can't get much more better than that. You just look out your window and you got a live broadcast going on. We have also Mirage is down here. Oh, there she, yeah, right down there. And I'm not sure what direction you're heading. You can tell us in a moment from last week. Basically, what you missed, by the way, they took out several of the Arasaka security people. And the last few minutes of the last session, what was it, like an 8-foot tall, an 8-foot tall monkey drummer, something like that, a 6 or 7 foot tall raccoon. These look like giant size, the little wind up toys. You wind up, you sit them on a tabletop, and they walk themselves along.
that is what these look like. And I just realized that Impulse, your video is not showing up. So I'm going to fix that real quick. Try to do that while I'm talking. But, if I can. But anyway, so yeah, they showed up and they started causing some havoc, expelling a gas that seemed to make several people just start bursting onto laughter, hysterical laughter, even. Yeah, for some reason, your video doesn't want to show up, so I'm going to fix that real quick. But, let's see, so that happened. And see if we can get your video. That is just odd. It doesn't want to show your video for some reason. Turn that back off. Well, gentlemen, Mirage, what were you heading toward? You were do something down here at the last time you played, and we just kind of, you were just over there someplace when all the rest of this happened in between. What was your goal there?
Get out of the building that's currently falling apart.
That's probably not a bad idea. Okay then. Oh. I wonder. I bet. If now I can pick your video then. Yep. Amazing how that works. Think. Maybe. Oh, come on. There's just always something. There's just always got to be, you know, something.
Yeah, what's the stream without problems?
That's right. It wouldn't be any fun otherwise. That's what I get for being, you know, late too, I suppose. But hey, nonetheless. Oh man. All right, we're gonna hit a couple more things here, and then we're gonna try that one more time, and then we'll keep going for now. So you're just trying to get out of the way, out of the building, because as we said, it was beginning to you know, come down around us, so to speak. Okay. Hey, there we are. There's something maybe. Let's see if I can do that and put you in the box. You're in a box now. By the way, you're in the box now. Good.
And then you restarted Zoom?
I'm not sure what that was. It just kind of decided to do it. I don't know why it did that. Oops. Bring that down just a bit. There. Bring you up just a bit. Something like that. Alright. So you're there now. Okay, so anyway. You're attempting to escape the building. That's right. You were going to head for some stairs that were over here. That was what you were after. That's right. Okay. So you're headed for the stairs. Let's see. So Marcellus is down here. Bullet's there. Vex was on the 4th floor of the building. I believe he was trying to shoot. He had his encounter. Oh, yes. Well, actually, he didn't get to tell anybody, so nobody else knows, I don't think. Anyway, but Vex had his encounter with the very subdued emotionally individual on the 4th floor. And which was a plot point, but now he's not here to tell anybody about it. So that's the way it goes. That's just the way that goes. We'll move on. Anyway.
Yep.
Okay. I got that. So you're gonna head to the stairs. Okay.
don't know if it's just me, but in the words of Bjork, it's oh so quiet.
Oh, did you spot the bit about Susan Forrest using the Malorian with the battle glove? In the the Kazalewski video?
No, I didn't. I'm not sure. Like, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Cool. Because it's so quiet.
Yeah, but it's just when you commented about it being so quiet, I decided the last thing I was going to do was respond.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I haven't. Hey, I'm probably back now. I've been over here talking and asking questions, and nobody's answering me, and I'm starting to feel like starting to get a complex or something. And then I realized apparently voice meter crashed again.
Yeah, you were totally silent.
So I guess I have to leave that where I can see it, so that I will know if it dies again on me. All right. So let me repeat the stuff I've been saying for the last 3 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. So, Stringer, did you hear me say that you were getting a message from the network about a city council meeting?
No, I didn't.
Okay. We'll start there, I guess. So you get a message that they may break away from you, that there has been a emergency city council meeting that started right around the time the events on the roof started, by coincidence. And it's an emergency, closed doors, you know, not that they frequently have press involved in these things, but at all. Not exactly a public forum, but anyway, they're having their meeting. Whenever that, depending on what comes of that, they may break off. They have gone back live since the walking wind-up toys of Super Size have shown up. They are broadcasting your live feed again.
Yep.
Yeah, they broke away from commercials and some stuff. Okay, so there's that. Are you doing anything other than continuing to record, continuing commentary?
I'm going to record. Yeah, recording and commentary. Now I'm basically going to be watching the toys from around the corner of somewhere that cover-wise.
Well, you're still over at your condo. You're shooting through your window.
Oh no, I was on the roof. I went over there.
Oh, you went over onto the roof of the building? Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so the map. Okay, the map still.
I'm in the top right.
Yeah,
you're over there. Excuse me, Stringer. I am sorry. Yes, you did. Okay, so yeah, you're there. Okay, so you're gonna try to stay behind the cover. Continue
But
to
if
make
I've
use-
suddenly developed telekinesis, and that was how I was able to snaffle that rifle, I'm
right.
gonna go with it.
As long as if you can have the rifle without taking any risk, you're gonna accept it, huh? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay, so no, you're there. Gotcha. Okay, so you're there. You're on the roof. So you're on the roof. Bullet's on the roof. Marcellus and Mirage. Just to reiterate, because I don't know what freaking point I stopped being heard. Mirage and Marcellus are on the floor below the roof. The building is in bad shape. Parts of it started to collapse after the multiple explosions, and stuff has happened, and grenades and stuff.
And now the giant wind-up toys.
And now the giant wind-up toys are going poof poof because they got the internal. I mean, they look exactly like the little toy, like 2-inch toy you'd put on your desk. They're just huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we got all that. So I've told you about the console meeting that's happening. I just want to make sure, because that completely threw me off that you guys couldn't hear me. I'm not sure what else I may have said that you missed.
Yeah.
Could you tell me what else you don't know that I haven't told you yet? No. All right.
Yeah, I'm psychic, and you haven't told us. You haven't told us about the 2 million euro bucks that all of us just magically found in our pockets.
Right. Yeah. And then you wake up. Okay, so yeah, you're heading toward the Mirage is heading toward this, looking for stairs over here. You'll come across one of the Arasaka people, a security people, who is in a freaking panic, just scraping at the walls, trying to find a door, finds a door or a hole or something, and barrels through it, and whatever's right in front of him, he runs right into that, and tries to get around or past or over it or whatever. Just completely lost it. Heading in general to the generally to the east side of the building is the direction he's heading.
Okay.
He had a panic attack earlier, and that has not yet subsided.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm going to avoid conflict with him because
Okay.
I don't want to pop out when this guy's having a panic attack and get shot. So I'm just gonna make sure. I'm just gonna wait for him to barrel into a room, and then I'm gonna quickly scarper over to the stairs and start leaving.
Well, he had when the monkey drummer showed up, he rolled multiple ones for cool checks and stuff like that. So, yeah, he's got some serious issues. Somehow, how he got there past the Arasaka psych evaluation stuff, who knows? But he's got some problems, apparently.
He had a friend in HR.
That's it. Or relative.
Yeah.
Because that never happens. Okay, so you're continuing to watch. These guys are down here. Vex is not.
Yeah.
Marcellus is not involved. I'm just making sure. So there is continuing to be noise back over here. Mirage, you will hear noise of commotion of things getting thrown around.
Yep.
I think you already heard the grenades going off. That was before you started deciding it was time to exit.
Yeah, the grenades landed very close to me.
Mm-hmm. Yes. There are still various automatic gunfire going on.
Yep.
Let's see. So the only Bullet and Sugar are the only ones at this point that see the stuff what's going on the roof. I believe all of the Arasaka guys failed their checks as far as the laughing gas. We'll call it. It's not nitrous, but not nitrous oxide, but we'll call it that because that's the effect it appears to be having.
Yeah.
I believe they all failed their checks on it. So you guys see this. There's bozos here, or a bozo here, a bozo here. And you guys can't see them, but there's a couple down below too. You're going to, Mirage,
Yeah.
you're going to
actual bozos. Are they actual bozos, not the
Okay. These,
giant toys?
Yeah, these are actual bozos. One each. And then you have the giant raccoon, the giant lizard, and the giant monkey drummer. The lizard is not nearly as giant as the others, but he's still much larger than the toy from which he is modeled.
Yeah.
So
I'm taking out my mobile.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm calling up my Bozo's contact, Mr. Grubling, who I think is the boss. And I'll say, Mr. Grubling. Assuming, of course, he answers.
Let's give that a roll. He is the boss and all that. Make it, oops. He does not answer. He actually will send, you'll get a one of those, one of those text in response to your call things that he's tied up right at the moment, and he'll call you back when he can. Or you can send him a message, a text or something, if that would be better for you. Kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll send him a text saying,
Okay.
If you can tell your guys not to attack the, I'll describe the location of the first Arisaka AV, the small one, not the troop carrier. Because if the executive is still alive,
that one.
we want to question him.
Okay. The one that you guys could assume was carrying the person, or that I may have said it anyway. That one exploded into a bunch of pieces.
Totally exploded.
It wasn't just an explosion in part of it. The whole thing went kablooey, and there are chunks of it all over the roof.
Right.
Yeah.
In that case, the message I'm going to send is, if you guys have got one of those trampoline things that are used when clowns jump out of the mock burning building in clown shows, if you can get it over here, because this building is starting to crumble, your guys and mine may have to jump.
Okay. We'll give him a minute and see if he responds here.
Yeah, my alternative is chucking the bozos off the side and using them as a soft landing spot.
Well, I was going to say...
But I'm not putting that in the text.
You're not going to put that in the text, okay. So these bozos hit with very little resistance. Unless you guys decide to do something else, and I know you're heading toward the stairs yet. You're trying to avoid conflicts. Mirage, you're heading toward the stairs. You're trying to avoid conflicts with this dude. Let me see. You are going to get, once you get past him, I'm going to say, since you don't want him to see you or whatever, do a stealth check and basically just don't fumble it.
If I do fumble it, it's going to be it's time for super speed. But hopefully it won't come to that. Nah.
No. Okay. So yeah, you don't have. There's always a chance. Yeah. No. Okay. So he doesn't see you. You get past him. He's just completely panic mode. You can get to the wall. There is a right about in the middle of the building where we might expect it, off a center hallway. There is a fire escape. It is not in good condition, but it is there, which you can decide to try to use that or not, or however you wish in a moment. Okay. Unless somebody interferes with them at this point, the bozos are going to come over here. They're going to throw just no opposition pretty much. They're going to throw this dude off the side, and they're just going to push this guy off the side. They are doing it in a way like one of them walks up to him and gives him a bump, like just how would you describe it? Basically with their hips, walk up, bump them like they were dancing or something, and they just bumped into him accidentally. And then the guy starts to go over the side, and he just does this, oh, kind of face, clown thing. Let's see. Oh, that's why it changed. We lost Stringer on Zoom. There you are. Now he's back. Okay. So he gets bumped off.
You lost me as well. I had to rejoin.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as far as Zoom goes, I don't have any control over that. Some of
Yeah,
the other
no,
stuff could be my fault, but
kicked
that I
me out.
can.
It kicked me out for no reason. I just had to rejoin.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're back. Stringer, are you back? Maybe not.
Put out the welcome mat for Mr. Cock
There
up
he
today.
is. There, he's back. We only heard the
Yeah,
last
no.
3 or 4 words.
Yeah. Oh, I'm saying I guess we've all put out the welcome mat for Mr. Cock up today.
Right. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. So I was just saying I don't... You know, some of this other stuff we could blame on my computer or my side, but Zoom, I can't do anything about what that did. I did promise I didn't kick you out, so yeah. All right, so I'll try again for those that for anybody who's not watching the stream for the players. So the bozo down here walked up to the security guard that was here, just kind of walked up to him, and as he was walking, kind of walking in a very dramatic, flamboyant almost way, just really shuffling hips and all that. And just as he's walking, he kind of bumps into the guy, and bumps into him quite hard. And the guy starts to fall over the side, and he reaches for him, and he grabs his belt for a second, and his belt comes on down, and the guy goes over. It's very clown-like stuff, you know, except that he just threw somebody off the roof. This guy is going to come up here. He is actually going to look at this security guard again. The security guards are putting up no resistance. They're just completely engulfed in laughter and stuff. He actually has this big sunflower on his part of his outfit, and he hits a button, hits something over here, and a spray comes out of the sunflower, and the mask, the helmet of the security guard starts to melt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to zoom in on this shit.
That starts to melt, and as he's watching, the bozo looks at him and just is grinning as the plastic and Kevlar and the whatever of the helmet starts to just dissolve and come down, and the bozo goes, boo! And the security guy jumps backwards, and as he's starting to jump, a one of those, you know, cartoon looking boxing glove on a spring thing pops out of the bozo's chest and hits the guy, and he goes backwards over the side.
Murder clowns.
Murder clowns, man, they're bozos. What can you say? All right, so he's off. He's gone. And that is it for the... Actually, yeah, because this dude was hanging by his straps in the corner, not moving. I think that pretty much takes care of everybody that was on the roof. As this happens, as these you're filming this, and you kind of, if you want to, Stringer, you could even move just a little bit here, since it's only the bozo now, and kind of watch the security dude fall down the side of the building and goes flat.
I'll do that.
Right after the money shot there, the splat, you get a message that they are switching over to live at the city council building. As there's been a press conference going on there, and so you are not currently, you're recording, you're still broadcasting to them, but they're not broadcasting you because they're going to that.
Yeah, I'll tell them it looks like the action's all over here.
Okay. And Mirage, do you want to just try to do straight athletics? Do you want to try to use the fire escape? What's your thoughts here? Assuming you haven't decided to do something else.
I'm going to use the fire escape, but I'm not using it like going down the stairs. I'm using it like parkour style. So yeah.
So from way back here behind you, Mirage, there is an exaggerated blowing of nose sound from like one of the bozos that's over here.
Okay. Yeah, there's like, I'm like, as soon as the bozos appeared, and there was suddenly like loads of just laughter and like fighting still kind of going on. Like Mirage is like, yeah, no, no.
Yep. The amount of laughter is decreasing quickly. It's getting very
Yes.
quiet, actually. Oddly, getting very quiet. Okay, so you're gonna try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So.
was gonna say, apart from the guy having a mental breakdown.
Well,
like,
yeah,
2
except
doors
from
down
that
from
dude.
me.
Except for that dude, right? Yeah, he's freaking out. Let's see. So you're gonna do that. You have pretty good athletics, don't you? If I recall. Okay. So just go ahead and do your athletics. Do a +2 for making use of the fire escape instead of just trying to grip onto the building or something. You know. I'll do that.
Oh, I'm just contemplating whether do I want to have a chance of fumbling? Probably not, because I'm coming down from like a pretty high floor. So I'll use a point of luck to not fumble. Oh, lucky, because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
And it was it would have been a 10 on the fumble table. So that's just a 19.
Wow.
Talk about
great.
prescience,
That's great.
guys.
Good job. That is the very purpose of luck right there. You got it. Okay. So 19 is sufficient to make your way down the fire escape. You will make it to ground level here in a moment. What did I say? This is a 3-story plus the roof. So you're going to be around the... Actually, I'm going to do another roll on this real quick. Make sure.
Okay. Yeah. So you're around the first floor or something. You're hopping back and forth between parts of the fire escape. Even there's at one point there's a big a landing, a balcony thing from a building, adjacent building. You're able to hop over to that and then back and come as you're coming down. You know, doing that whole thing. And as you're doing that, the security guard jumps out onto the landing. The same one the window, same area that you came through. As soon as he hits the fire escape, you start hearing creaking and cracking and shifting of steel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's just gonna start bolting down the stair, which is very quickly gonna give way under his weight. So, but you're gonna make it to the bottom. If you do make it to the bottom. If you would do a dodge and escape though, as the fire escape begins to collapse. For me, above you, because you were right there. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah,
21.
that's you're good. You're good. You're able to get aside from that. Stringer, do you get a media alert from with those searches you set up for your name and things?
Yep.
And for the neighborhood and all that. You get an alert referencing the press conference from the city council meeting.
Yep. I'll hit record, so if I miss anything, I can watch it again later.
Are you going to try to... Do you have some way of watching it? Or how are you handling that? You know what I mean? Or you could just, like... Go ahead.
And
Sorry,
Times Square only gives you text messages, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that...
In which case I can't watch. In which case I can't actually watch it live.
You don't have a way to actually watch it live then. Okay.
No.
You don't... Let's see. Bullet wouldn't necessarily even have a clue at this point of that stuff.
But now it's time to shut off my live streaming and start looting the bodies.
Okay. You can start on that. There is... Let's see. There is... Okay, so from your building across the way, there's that broken window that Bullet made earlier. That is... Let me think. That was on the 4th floor. Yeah, that was just above the level of the roof. Just a bit above.
Yeah, that was in Vex's apartment, wasn't it?
It was off the hallway.
Yeah.
Outside,
I thought
outside
he'd gone
it is.
into Vex's apartment and went
No.
through his window.
Oh no! It was just there was the hallway that's off his apartment. They'd gone to the end of the hallway on this side of the building. There was a window, and that's what he went through.
Because I thought he'd gone to Vex's to pick up the money that was owed.
Oh, he was still pounding on
then-
the door, and pounding on the door, and then that's when stuff started happening. They may have gone inside first, but they had both gone out into the hallway. I think the Vex's intention was to go downstairs and then do something initially, or go upstairs. But then Bullet just went through the window. But
Yep.
But you guys, actually, if you will do, let's go do awareness notice. If you guys would both do an awareness notice, if you have any bonuses for any auditory bonuses, you can include those.
Oh, I did find out something about the character sheet. Now that's just above your special ability skills, there's a thing that says skill setup. And if you click on that, it comes up with all the skills just by name. Then if you go through them and click them so they turn red, they disappear from the skill list below, where you've actually set up your level and any IP you've earned in that skill, which does actually make it an awful lot easier for finding the skills that you want, because only the ones that you actually have skill in appear.
Cool. Yep, I see that. That is a good...
Yeah, found that out by
Good
accident, because I thought that by doing that, it would just have the list of skills and I could click on the list. But when without having, all the details, but they went red and nothing happened. And I actually did that. I did it on awareness when I first did it. And when I clicked back, awareness had gone. And that was when I realized what was happening. But it does make things easier.
Yeah, I've played this game on Roll20 way too much. I just know where all the skills are.
Okay,
And
so
you never know when I'm going to have to roll anthropology.
you just never know.
Yeah.
20 was enough. You will hear from the from that window, which you guys may or may not have known, but you will that there was a sound system apparently in the building, because you're going to hear through the window, through the window and through speakers on the outside of the building, of your guys' condo building. You will start to hear the press conference from the city council meeting. Start playing over these loudspeakers. It is loud too. You could probably hear it for a block.
Yep.
Basically, they come in. They are talking about the how bad it's been in Charter Hill South, and how the gangs are just really trying to take over, and the police are doing a valiant job, but have not been able to overcome the masses of gang controlled territory and issues and stuff. And for this, we're gonna flip. Oh yeah, give me a moment. We're gonna
They
flip
want to
maps here real
demolish
quick.
our house.
Well, that's been coming.
Yeah. Well, without a doubt, this is going to go up on YouTube or an equivalent.
They are talking about basically the emergency meeting was that Arasaka brought a complaint to the city council of this area, basically everything south of the Highway 16. Oh, wrong map here.
Yep.
Back over to the right one. Okay. Everything south of this area, being considered Charter Hill South, that this area has become so lawless that that an executive of theirs, who had to make an emergency landing, was attacked by the residents and his AV destroyed. And that was their cause for action. And basically, as this continues to broadcast from the building, the bottom line are, you'll hear from Arasaka, you'll hear from the city council representative, PR person, and we'll hear from a Militech representative as well. And what it all comes down to is the city has declared that everything south of the highway is now free fire zone. And that Arasaka has been tasked with patrolling along the south side of the highway until his contract now, until other arrangements can be made to protect the highway and the rest of the city. And Robert Roberts Properties Management, since they already had a plan and were already attempting to rectify the crime and the desolation of the area by buying properties and refurbishing them, and they already had a plan in place to rebuild the area. So Robert Roberts has been given the contract to take care of the whole of Charter Hill South. When the Robert Roberts rep comes on, they will announce that they have made a contract with Militech to help secure the area and keep everyone safe during the transition to the new system, to the new property management system, and so on.
I was going to say, it seemed very strange, Militech and Arasaka agreeing on something.
No, they didn't. There's very much a straight face on all this. It's PR. They got some, the other company got some. And it's funny because I rolled this out. I actually wanted to make it as random as possible, but this was all coming. This has been coming to head for a while. Robert Roberts has been taking over property for a while. Trigger, you made all the plans public, which kind of messed with what they wanted to do. But at the city level, at the administrative level, it just kept going. The plans kept moving forward, and unfortunately, the events of today on the roof were kind of too much.
Yeah,
and it made a good excuse. It made a good excuse.
It now makes sense why the AV had to make a sudden emergency landing and then exploded out of nowhere.
And they do name a vice president, an executive vice president of Arasaka that passed away, and there's a moment of silence during the press conference during the announcements for his passing. And
this is Cyberpunk, so they probably have 5 seconds of silence.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If we're lucky.
It's all very, very.
Ads.
Yes, it's which come across in about 5 to 15 seconds. Blipwords.
Yep.
But so it's very solemn. However, we've lost a great benefit to the company, and so on. So that is the announcement. And this is to begin almost immediately. And you will also know as part of your... Well, let's see, you guys are still on the roof. Okay, you wouldn't see that stuff yet. So, as that ends, or is just in there somewhere, that just cuts off. And the building goes silent. You don't hear anything more from that.
Yeah.
And there you are. We are still on the building. Basically, your entire home has been declared a free fire. You guys were in this relatively moderate. Trying to get it back to the right map. There it is. Mods, not the best, but effectively a moderate zone area. And corporations are taking it over.
Yep.
Not really a surprise, but. Shouldn't be anyway.
Anyway, it's time to loot the bodies.
So, you're going to loot bodies. Okay, well, so you're going to start searching bodies up on the roof. Mirage, you're down on the ground now safely. The Arasaka dude that fell with is entangled with the remains of the fire escape. What do you want to do?
Is he still alive?
At first glance,
still-
he doesn't appear to be moving.
Okay. Are there any other Arasaka that got thrown off the building near me?
Well, let's see. On this side, on this side of the building, there's one or two. I don't think there were any on this. Let's see. You'd be basically on that whichever, but on that side of the building.
Mm.
There's that dude is hanging by straps on top of the building. Yes, actually, I think there were two. The two that were over here. Well, actually, did they get shot? I'm trying to remember if they should be on the roof or if they came down. We'll do one and one. Yes, there's one other one on the ground that would appear to have gone splat.
Well,
Now, this is
I've said
that's only 3 stories, though. So,
Yeah, there's a sniper.
You know.
The other sniper went splat.
yeah, he's on the other corner, though.
Yeah.
He's on the other side of the building.
Because basically, I mean, I've just heard that my home's been turned into a free fire area, and there's going to be lots of like angry armed corporates around. So, are there any like guns lying about that I could quickly grab and then run away with?
Well, there is a whatever that is. That bullpup Arasaka rifle is on a sling on this guy that's here. And it and him are all tangled up in the, well, again, what was left of the fire escape.
He's
it's
probably got a pistol as
WAA.
well.
Yeah, it was a WAA bullpup assault rifle, and yeah, he's gonna have a sidearm of some sort too.
Well, I want to steal those because I don't feel safe, and I would feel a lot safer.
Okay.
So
Well, you gain. Are you gonna take your time to search him or anything?
yeah. No, I'm just gonna take that and any mags
Okay.
that he's got.
You want to do an awareness roll notice as you're
Sure. why
searching,
not?
as you're trying to pull that off of him.
Yeah.
That was good enough. Okay, 17. As you are trying to unhook that rifle and take it away from him, you will notice that some of his wounds seem to be starting to kind of stitch together. Nanosurgeons
Cool.
like.
Yeah.
And where he was bleeding seems to have stopped bleeding.
I'm gonna leave real quick.
There
Oh.
is another one toward another body. Where would it be actually? You're down on the ground now, but it would be toward your north corner on this side of the building.
Actually, I don't know. Can I
Or
just
south
like?
corner. South corner. Sorry, south corner. Go ahead.
Can I just, with his own gun, just shoot him in the head? Like,
Well,
just
let's
Goody
see.
Brian.
He hasn't started moving yet.
Yeah, because I want to do it before he starts moving.
Okay, he does have a helmet on. And actually you can, but as you get the rifle free, the rifle is actually empty. No, this guy was down here. Excuse me, no, this guy's the guy that was on the other corner that Bullet was shooting at. His is going to be empty. I think you can actually. Okay, yeah. No, you're just wearing a helmet, so it's up to you if you want to try to open it or not first. Or if you want to try to shoot him through the helmet. I mean,
Under the chin, in the throat will do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
like under the helmet, under there.
Yeah, just
Okay.
under the chin.
All right.
I'm not going to mess about trying to take his helmet off. I'm just going to, pop the barrel under the chin and fire off like one or two, well, probably 2 shots just to make sure.
I'm going to call out to Bullet. Say, Hey, Bullet, you can fly an AV, right? I'm just confirming because we've seen him fly one before. Oh, have I gone quiet?
No. Our GM has gone quiet again. I think his voice was... Issues! Yay!
Well, with all the problems, it's worth checking.
No, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah.
Your...
All right, I'm back.
There you go.
Yeah. Did you hear me?
Voice me. I don't know what they do. I don't know what the. I can. Whatever's going on, I can hear you guys just fine. Apparently, just they stop hearing me. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, and Bullet will give you a thumbs up.
Right. If this building starts to collapse, if we both make a dash for the nearest AV, get inside, then at least, you know, we may not have time to take off proper, but you can either hover or shut the door and we can collapse inside the building in the AV.
Like that. At least be inside the AV, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Then we can crawl our way out of the building on live TV.
Very dramatic. That would be very dramatic.
Yeah.
Always thinking of the story. I love it.
He's like looking around. We got the clowns are still up here. And as you are saying that, the clowns kind of check around a little bit. I think pretty much everybody's off the building. So
yeah. Well, I still want to loot the bodies, but I'm going to call out, hey, bozos. Right. Yeah. Hey, bozos. Yeah, grab all the weapons. If you didn't hear that, if you heard that announcement, we're going to need them. This is turning into a free fire zone.
They will pick up some. I'm going to roll for what you're able to get here in a moment.
Yeah.
Mirage,
I'll grab some pistols if I can.
Okay.
But
I gotta see which.
I'm about money and any information.
Okay. So the dude that's tangled up in the fire escape, you get that rifle up under the chin, up under the side of the edge of the helmet, and as you are pulling the trigger, he starts moving, but you are able to pull the trigger, and it's a three round go off, and he stops moving.
Ooh.
Yep, he was waking up. I had already determined that the reason he was having such problems with his cool checks and so on is he has a ton of cyberware. But
yeah,
you know,
cool.
But it worked out not stuff that would stop you from just being able to shoot him like that with him unconscious.
Well, with the threat removed, then I'm gonna take a bit more time, and yeah, I'll also be looking for like weapons, but mostly on because I'm on the ground floor, so I'm mostly going around the building and just seeing what I can grab.
I'm gonna looking here real quick what they would have for. Okay, they have WSA auto pistols, the Arisaka auto pistol, medium handgun. Is what each of them are carrying, and there were a bunch of them, so I'm just going to do a couple of rolls for what you guys are able to easily, reasonably quickly pick up. Let's do, how about if each of you do an awareness check, visual. We'll use that to help figure out what you're able to grab.
Another 17.
I'll use 1 point to avoid the fumble.
Okay.
Which I didn't need, but you know.
Well, you only didn't you always need it. You never know, and it's still a +1. All right.
Yep.
So let me see. Stringer, you were able to pick up 3 rifles. 2 mags each. Six handguns. The Arisaka WSA auto pistols. And none of them seem to have wallets or ID of that nature on them that are obvious. That you're, just going through them and looking through pockets very quickly and stuff. You don't find any ID like that. No badges, no nothing. Mirage, you are going to get 7. Could there be that many? Several of them fell off the roof.
Yeah, and I am going around, so I might actually find that other sniper as well who was on the other corner.
So, yes, you can pick up. That's the way the dice goes. I'm going to take it because that's what I already decided I was going to do. 7 rifles, 6 handguns. That's no. 4. You get an average. Some places you find more, some less. You'll find an average of 1 magazine each for the handguns and 3 mags each for the rifles.
Cool.
Again, no IDs, no security badges, nothing of that nature.
I'm not too bothered about.
If you're worried about any of that stuff. None of them seem to have... Whoops, that's not what I wanted. That one. None of them seem to have any cash on them. They're pretty, like covert ops. They're
exactly.
pretty clean. They're as far as it goes,
Yeah.
Let me see. None of them seem to have obvious radios, which wouldn't take much to guess. They're probably using cybernetics then.
Cyber, yeah.
Yeah.
What else? That's the rifles. That's the handguns.
The sniper.
The sniper. You will. Well, actually, it's been enough time. I'm gonna roll for. If you do another awareness notice, then I'm gonna roll for that because it's been enough time that it's been laying on the ground. It may very well have disappeared.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Another 17.
Okay. That's on the low side. No, it is not there. You find the other sniper over here, and you'll actually. Well, I can give you a chance of. Depends how quick they were. Okay, that's a good overall. You will actually find. What am I gonna do? You'll find 3 mags for the what is it? WSSA sniper rifle, whatever it's called.
Okay.
You'll find 3
the
mags,
rifle's gone,
but the rifle's gone. Yeah, but the rifle's gone.
Okay.
Okay. And those are what were they? APHE rounds. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, okay, so that's what you guys get off of those. The Bozos will also collect a few things. And while you and Bullet are up here, you're doing your thing and searching for stuff. Bullet's going to pick up a couple of items too. This is going to happen fairly quickly though. But this Bozo, actually climbs on the back of the lizard. And this Bozo climbs on the back of the raccoon. And actually has the suspenders. One of them is wearing these big, ridiculously oversized, suspenders and stuff, and actually takes part of the suspenders off his pants and clips them onto the raccoon. And the other one does something similar, sort of, with the lizard. And they just start heading toward the edge of the building.
Jump off.
They're going to jump off.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to make a quick phone call to a contact of mine, made a friend in year 24. He's a fixer, but in particular, he's a jacker who runs a chop shop.
Okay.
I'm going to make him a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might be in a position to acquire an Arisaka AV troop carrier. You interested?
you get a big yes on that one.
Yeah.
He says, "As long-
Okay.
but if you are followed to my shop, I will shoot you myself." Because
Yep,
an
will
Arasaka
do.
troop carrier is going to be, potentially a very hot item, So he's like, yes, he's definitely interested, but you better not bring heat down on my shop. That's all he's saying.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going over to
it's in that good-natured, but he's serious.
yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of.
I'm going to go
Right.
over to Bullet and tell him I know a guy who runs a chop shop and he's definitely interested in one of these Arasaka troop carriers. If we can get it there, when we get to close to his place, we drop down low and make sure we're not being followed, and then go in using buildings as cover.
Well,
Split the cash 50-50.
We'll say he's up for it. He'll go for it.
Yep.
But those things are usually secured, aren't they?
I don't know. We can give it a try.
Okay. All right. We'll give it a shot.
I mean, they all piled out
Not
of
to
here in a
mention-
rush, so
they use tracking systems and all that stuff on those things. So I don't know. We can check it out. We'll try it. I'm up for it. He says he did. I could use the cash.
yep. I mean, if this all
I
goes
got-
wrong,
I got-
we're going to need the money to relocate.
Yeah, that too. He's like, yeah, that too. I've been thinking about some upgrades.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have a quick look on the map. Pull it up on my
of the city map.
on my
Okay.
phone. Look for somewhere that near where the Jacker lives. I know is an abandoned building, warehouse or something. Something if he's got roller shutter doors, we can pull up outside that. Just push through the roller shutter doors with an armored AV. It's easy, and then I'll let him know where it is, and he can come over and disable the tracker.
Okay, I missed part of what you were saying. I understand rolling through, just finding an abandoned place. Is that what you said? Just someplace.
Yeah.
Just
Something
someplace
like
you
a
can
warehouse.
stash it. Just somewhere you can
Yeah.
stash it for a bit. Okay, I got you.
Roller shutter doors, because it can just barge through roller
Just
shutter doors.
push through. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
I
I'm going to
understand
phone my fixer, and he can come round and disable the tracking device. Then deal done.
what you're saying. Okay. As the ref, I will suggest that there's a decent chance with the security on these things, and I'll do some rolls for bullet, and you can try it, but that you might need a tech to get this thing running even, with security system and such.
Yep.
But I will roll them here in just a moment. And I will roll for how serious the security system is and all that. I will completely leave it to chance. Anything from just, a light doesn't work or a taser kind of thing. And who knows how serious, somebody like Arasaka might be with their security.
God, the taser security system.
I keep thinking of the
Yeah.
RoboCop of the 9000 SUX, and
Yep.
the guy tries
Well,
to steal it in the one commercial.
I was in a game where someone's player character got less kills than their vehicle.
Damn, I need to get one of those for the bus.
He
Well,
parked it in the middle of a nomad market, and loads of people tried stealing it. They all died.
I think the battery would go dead at some point.
That
Well,
sounds as if somebody tried to steal it, was killed, then someone else came along, took the dead body out, got in, tried to steal it. Then someone else came along, took the second dead body out, tried to steal it. And by the time there was a dozen bodies piled outside, someone was still stupid enough to climb in and try to steal it.
Yes.
Yes, I've encountered players who are that stupid.
think Zoom might have died again.
Yeah.
It's like, GM isn't saying anything.
Yeah.
Just gonna
Okay.
say those guns.
I'm
that we've
back.
looted are pretty... Oh, there
Yep.
you are.
It is voice meter that keeps dying. All right. Yeah, if I don't respond or say something within a few seconds, there's a good chance that I've lost it. Something's going on. I don't know. I will probably be reinstalling
Yep.
voice meter later, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so anyway, yeah, what the hell was I saying? So we had the conversation. You heard what I was saying too about the security systems potential.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you guys have done your searching, picked up some weapons. Mirage, where are you headed? I know Stringer and Bull are going to try to steal an AV here in a second. Where are you headed from here? From once you've gone all the way around the building, you've picked up what you feel like you can pick up.
Yeah.
You are
the safety
like loaded
of...
down because you don't have a bag or anything, do you? You know,
Nope,
like
this is
something
just all
that you
on
might.
slings.
So you're like, yeah. So hopefully nobody's going to see you that might decide they want them to take them from you because, you know, it's Cyberpunk, and you've got a lot of
I
weapons.
only need to cross the road, and I'm really good at sneaking. So
All right. So your intention
I'm
is
retreating.
to stealth your way back to the condo?
yes,
I can't. I never would have thought. You know. All right.
sneaking back.
Okay. Well, you may go ahead. Since you're just going to do that, you're just going to go make your way. You're going to sneak across, which we'll roll for in a moment. You're going to just make your way back to your condo, right? That's the idea. Okay. So yes. Let's see. You're on the far side of the building. You're just going to have to go down this alley or whatever between get over the building. Yeah. Just go ahead and do a stealth.
Cool.
And
1 point of luck to not fumble it.
I'm gonna do check. Let me think. There's only not very long that you're gonna be. Oh wow!
Oh, lucky I did the luck again.
Lucky you did the luck again.
It's 22.
Yep.
Just gonna say, guys, I'm prescient today. I know what's happening.
So I'm gonna say how many chances? There's a die 6 chances of somebody spotting you. Well, that's in your favor.
Yeah.
So you only get there's only one potential for somebody spotting you,
And
and they
they
spotted
did.
you.
If
Okay.
they want to try and steal it, like
How many is this gonna be? 7. So it's gonna be a dangerous. How dangerous? Not as dangerous. So you do get spotted by a group of people walking down the street. They are gangers. It's not hard for you to tell. When they spot you, they're not like subtle at all that they see you, and they will start heading your way. And but they are not. They're not Maelstrom. You know, they're as yet unnamed. They're not obviously wearing colors of one of the big gangs, that kind of stuff. So there was some minor gang. They probably shouldn't be in this area of town, because pretty much all of this part of town is claimed by somebody. You know.
how close am I to
But-
the front door?
To the front door. How? Do die 10 meters, 20 meters.
I've got a very high movement allowance. I'm just gonna.
You're just
See
gonna
ya.
run for it.
Meow.
You're gonna bolt. All right. What's your movement
Yeah.
allowance?
9. So I can move 27
What's your run?
meters.
Okay, 27.
27.
Well, even if, and I said you're 20, even if we say cut like maybe a third off of that or something because you're got so much scrap. What's your body?
Fucking 10.
Oh, well, never mind. We're not even going to do that. All right. Yeah, you make it. They see you. They start heading your way. So basically, you're like, crap. Break cover, stop trying to be stealthy, and bolt. Is that
Yep.
right? Okay. And they will be heading your way. You'll make it to the door and make it inside before they catch up to you. they will come up to the door. Actually, and as they come up, there's a lot of glass on that side of the building. There's that, let me see if I can just flip over to it real quick. And then we're going to come back to the AV here in just a moment, guys, for Stringer and Bullet. But, is it this one? No, that's the pictures. Where's my floor plan? Okay, that's not the floor plan. Anyway, there is the vestibule, the man trap entry into the building, which I don't know why I'm not seeing it immediately, but that's it. There it is. That's what I was looking for. All right. So you come in the main part of the building here. There's a little man trap thing. This is from the waist up. This is all glass or bulletproof plastics or whatever, resistant, I should say. So you can see them. They walk up to the door, and okay, a siren goes off.
Yep.
Actually, as they walk up to the, you're inside, and as they walk up to the door, there is a string of Militech armor personnel carriers and trucks that start coming down the road, and periodically a siren will go "Rrr, rrr," as they're trying to get somebody to get out of the way. You know, somebody's walking across the road in front of them or something, and they don't just run them over, but they don't stop either. It's just we're not stopping, you should move.
Yeah.
Warning.
Yeah.
And there are several vehicles that are coming down, and they see that, and they decide to fade away rather than trying to do anything more right now.
Yeah. Is this worth it? Probably not.
Probably not right now, because
I'm gonna dart up the stairs to my place, and
Okay, your stairs, not elevator, right? You said stairs.
Yeah, stairs.
Okay. All right. So I won't roll to see if the elevator works for you.
This is why I'm taking the stairs.
This is why you're taking the stairs. Every now and then somebody says they're going to take the elevator, and I'm like, okay. Nothing exciting's happened yet, though.
Does it happen to work?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't work, and then I've got a few things that I've already put together that could happen if it doesn't work.
Oh, lovely.
But anyway, yeah, I spent way too much time in this building. I really did. But, all right, so you make it to your condo safe and sound. You hit a little almost skirmish, but not quite. Okay. So we will go back. Scene cuts back over to, not there.
Oh, the opera.
Not the opera. And yeah, there was a meeting. There was a big town hall thing, the meeting that took place there a while back. Oh, and I will go ahead and mention it. Stringer, you said you're going to watch the record. Your intention was to rewatch the meeting later.
Yep.
Okay, we are going to do your theft of the AV, but there's another roll I wanted to make real quick with your assumption that you're going to watch that, so that I don't forget to tell you about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you do an awareness notice for me? This will be that future point here. At some point, you're able to watch that press conference.
Yep, I'll use the point.
Okay. Just don't want to forget to mention it, assuming that you roll high enough to have seen it. Okay. 17 is on the way, but not quite. Okay, so 17 is there's one person rather that's in amongst the people in the background. You know, when you do one of those big official government press conferences, you have person after person that gets their turn to talk, and there'll be several people in the background which may or may not be important, but frequently don't even get introduced, but they're in the background on camera. There is one of them back there that you recognize, but you cannot place who he is.
Yep.
17 is just not quite enough to be able to pinpoint, because you've only seen him once or twice. I think you've seen him twice.
Right.
Yeah, twice.
I'll go back through my films. In particular, the first one I did at the Hell nightclub, and the one I did at the Opera House, because I'm thinking that if I recognize someone at a meeting like this, he's either going to be he's likely to be one of the fixers.
So go ahead and do one more awareness check.
Assuming he's a white guy, of course.
And actually, you'll have opportunity if you miss this one, since you're going to do those two places, you do an awareness check for each one. Assuming, you know.
Yep. And I mean, if the person I think I recognise is Oriental, then I'm going to be looking at the assassins rather than.
Okay. Well, luckily you rolled a 22 before you rolled the fumble.
Yeah.
Because before you
But
got to
it's
that,
just a fail.
But, right. But before you got to before that one, you do find him. And actually, since it's just a fail, it's a 16. So you don't spot him you don't pick up on it in the second video. But in the first one, whichever one you watch first, because he's actually in both of the two you mentioned by chance. You picked the right ones. He is one of the two remaining fixers from that council of fixers.
Yeah.
That, there was that council of fixers that was trying to do all the stuff to bring this part of town back and, do it as a neighborhood rather than having the corpse take it over and all that. And then the stuff happened and most of them got killed and so on.
Yeah, Nolan, Noah, and then Medulla.
And I'll give you one more piece on that so that you recognize who he is, and then we're going to go to take care of the AV thing real quick. So you recognize him, and when you rewatch the entire press conference, he will actually get to the mic just for a few minutes. You'll get a couple minutes to talk. He will talk about how great it is that the council, the Charter Hill South Council, is finally going to be able to actually make good on its promises to regentrify the area. It's very political, very politicianist, and very much not for. Actually, he would be good if he worked for Omni Consumer Products. It gives you some idea, Yeah, he actually will also talk about that after the attack on the nightclub, that him and his partner was survived. Unfortunately, he makes the comment. Unfortunately, in another recent round of gang violence in Charter Hill South, the other guy was also killed. The other surviving fixer. So he is the only one left. So there you go. You got that info. Yeah. We're gonna do a couple rolls to see if you guys can steal the AV, which is gonna be tech. Do you have any appropriate tech skills that would be helpful in this case? Or trying to
I've only
steal
got
something
basic
and
tech.
steal an AV? Okay, which potentially would work, but
if we don't have any luck, I do have a techie I can call.
Okay. I was just looking at what Bullet has on his sheet real quick. Where is... I... Rise where they are yet.
I'm trying to remember if any of the current party members were there for those two events. I don't think anyone was there for the first one. But there might have been someone there for the opera. Or the Western Stars Theatre.
Well, I definitely wasn't, so... Also, GM, you have silented again. I'm super happy that I built my character this way.
All right.
Yep.
So, did you hear me say what? What was the last thing? What did you guys hear?
You were going to say you were going to look what skills Bullet had on his sheet.
I was looking at what he has. Okay. So, all right. So I did that, and I've rolled for severity of the security system on the AV. So, basically, you guys are going to walk up to the AV. Bullet, there's a little, control panel, and there's a open button and a close button and a keypad and security stuff. And he hits the open button a couple of times and nothing happens.
Yep.
So, and he goes, that's the extent of what I'm good at with this, unless you think I should shoot it. Or punch it. I could punch it. You want to, what do you, I don't know.
No, I'll give Coil a call.
That would work. That works in the movies. You just shoot it and it breaks and opens.
Yeah. I'll give Coil a call.
Is Coil available? She was leaving as, let's see, when you guys, I'm sorry, one moment.
It's quite a while ago because she was leaving when we were getting
Right.
the bus.
That's what I was trying to remember the timeline there, because she was headed off on a job at that point.
But she was going to fix my Malorian first.
But as far as being available, no, when you guys left with the bus, she was riding off on a bike at the same time.
Yeah.
As far as that
so
goes,
she's
you
not
remember?
available.
Yeah, she was. That was at the same time, and that was. I will give it a chance that she's available, but it's not going to be a high chance, like 30%. So no, she's not available. She doesn't answer. You just get a. I'm tied up right now. I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give basic tech a go. I'm not brilliant at it, but you never know. And I'm going to use a point of luck to avoid the frying my ass.
Okay. So I got to keep hitting the restart the engine on voice meter. This is messed up. So yeah, you're doing basic tech. You are basically trying to use basic tech on electronic security. What would otherwise be electronic security, but it's the only skill you have that, and this needs to be a skilled role, 13 is not going to get you in. You start hitting buttons and messing with it. I'm sorry, go ahead. Did you have something?
Hey, Bullet, you from your cop days, you must know a good thief who lives nearby.
Well, that's a possibility, he says. Give me just a moment. I am looking down.
I mean, his life path contact as well as...
He actually, as you're messing with it, and before you ask that, he's got Livewire, and he does start to hold his arm out, to activate the Livewire, and the Livewire kind of snakes out of his arm and head toward the AV, and then there's just a little bit of a spark, not even a spark, like a static thing, and it goes back into his arm. He's like, well, that didn't work.
Worth a try.
Yeah, you never know. He doesn't have, I don't think he has anything else. It's going to be even possibly get face down, facial recognition, stutter. Okay. I'll give that a chance that he knows somebody that's in the area. 50-50. Hi. Okay, he does. He will make a call. He gets his cell phone and he takes a few steps away from you. Time is going to start to be a problem here soon, though, for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted also, this building is having problems. Okay, the building is continuing to have problems. This hole in the roof is continuing to get bigger periodically while you guys are trying to work on this. And when the hole grows, sometimes it's just a few things fall in, but on this last one, the whole building kind of shuttered and the hole got bigger.
Bugger.
So, yeah, the building's is not liking the situation, and not to mention the weight of a couple of AVs, or two AVs sitting on the roof. Okay, so he's gonna try that. So response time, yeah, let's do response. Bullet will come back, walk back over. He says, "I got a hold of somebody, should be able to help, but they're at least 4 or 5 minutes away. They were available and they're heading this way, but they weren't real close. So we'll see what happens here." This building's not feeling too good.
I'm gonna have a walk around the edge, have a look for ways off. I noticed there's a building just below. Or was that a lower floor?
That's a lower floor. Yeah, that is a lower. That's the floor below the roof line. And actually, that's the hole there. So it's going to increase in size also. And let's see, that's happened. You've got Mirage is back at your condo. You're good. You can check out a replay of the news conference if you're interested. It is all over the news. That's a big deal. And they're editing in pieces of Stringer's video of the events on the rooftop. You know, the press conference, they'll start to talk about, because of this latest incident, we felt the need to act immediately, and they'll, show some stuff going on,
Yeah, no, I would watch a replay, because I'm a little bit concerned about my home being a free fire zone. It's why I stole all these guns.
If you pay attention,
Oh, go
ahead, sure. Go ahead.
I want to go to the sniper up in the corner, the one that I shot.
Yes.
And I want to unclip one of his harness cables.
Okay.
And I want to pull that out to its maximum extension. Then I want to pull the other one out to its maximum extension and dangle them over the edge. Because, it may not get all the way to the floor, but if it gets me down 2 floors, then the final drop
will
be a lot less.
Well, let's see if I have an idea that I would do if I were playing, but let's see if give Bullet a chance to think of it. Nope. Nope, he didn't think of it. Nope, sorry. I don't mind. I like having an NPC like this now and then, but he's not just, especially Cyberpunk. He's not just the the all powerful saves the party kind of NPC.
Yeah.
So
but how far down
can
I? How far down can I get those?
Well, actually, as you pull them out, it's actually doubles as a climbing harness and stuff rope, not rope, but strap. So yes, you can actually, part of it is set up so that it could actually be clipped up, like at the roof, for example, and he could rappel all the way down the side of the roof and then release them remotely. So
right, well in that case, I'll pull it all the way out and drop him down to the floor.
That's what I was going to say. You could actually, once you start to mess with it, you quickly realize you could leave both of them clipped and just basically throw them over the side. And yeah. Okay.
So I'll let Bullet know that his climbing thing reaches the ground. So if we have to, there's 2 lines there we can climb down.
Okay, building is holding up fairly well at this point. Hasn't seemed to collapse anymore or any of that stuff. Let's see. And just okay, so there it goes a couple of minutes go by, no problems with the building, and then the other AV falls through the roof of the building. The other troop carrier falls through. And as it falls through, this happens. And I'm not going to try to continue to modify the second level because nobody's actually there now. Well, nobody that's playing right now. So that is pushing half of the roof has now collapsed.
I would expect that somewhere in the middle
No.
there's another load-bearing wall, because this is quite a wide space.
That is actually wasn't my thought that there would be right about at the halfway mark. There would be a firewall, structural wall, and that's probably the only thing that that's why I rolled for each side to see how they fared. And luckily your side was rolled first. So do you want to go look and see how far the AV fell? Go stand on the
I may
edge.
as well.
You gonna go to the edge and check it out? Okay.
Yeah, though I'm not gonna go right up to the edge and stick my head over. I'm gonna get close to the edge, then kneel down, use the pop-up camera on my battle glove, and stick that over the edge to get some film of it.
Okay. Well,
Not stupid.
So you are taking precautions, but you are going near the edge. So an athletics +3, please.
Athletics.
Okay.
+3.
Let me think. Mirage, do you have any, without me reading through your stuff, do you have any connections in city government or police force or, that kind of stuff? I'm trying to remember. I was thinking there was something, but I couldn't remember what the deal was without reading through it. Oh,
Yes,
he's the guy. He's the one that's missing, though.
Yep.
Okay.
I have a cop contact.
I also have an enemy who's a cop as well, so...
Okay. What's the...
I have a cop contact, but Bullet is the guy who's going to have the best cop contact.
Yeah.
I have... Yeah, I also have a government official enemy. I have enemies, guys.
Okay. That's right.
And I had a friend in the police force, but he's disappeared.
He's
so,
the one that disappeared by the way it worked out, yes. Okay, and we were going to make... Yeah, so there's that. Okay.
I have ex-girlfriends. Only one of whom hates me, so I can't be too bad a guy.
Or at least the appearance is... Well, you are a good talker and stuff, that's part of your job, so you just, convinced him. Oh, I missed it. You got your roll in. Okay, so did you give yourself the +3? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, no, I didn't give myself the +3. You're right.
Okay.
I gave myself the +1, don't fumble.
Okay.
So that's a 17 instead.
So it's a 17, which is good for you because 15 was your target.
I thought that was going to be the case.
So yes, you are able to record over the side and check it out, and that AV has gone through every floor of the building. That as far down as you can see with the available light. Of course, there's dust building up and debris everywhere now and stuff. But it as far as you can see, there's a hole. You can't actually, I guess, probably dust and everything. No, you can't actually see the AV. It's gone down at least 3 to 4 stories, which means it's gone through to the basement or sub-levels or whatever this building has.
Yep.
Okay. So nothing else has happened. Bullet has messed with it. I am going to do a cool check. He has a lot of cyberware. He does need to do a cool check and trying to get in. Whether he decides to take drastic action on his own. Yeah. What was that? What did he actually... Yeah, he rolled a 1. Okay. Well. Okay. He basically just rolled a 1 on his cool check. Whether or not he was going to try to take some drastic action rather than waiting for attack to arrive. And yeah, okay, you guys can still hear me. That's good.
Yep.
As he said, it works in the movies.
Exactly. He is going to punch. He's going to do a punch on this control panel. He's like, you're going over toward the edge, and he's going to say, Stringer, I've had it. This guy's not showing up. It's been, I don't know. It seems like it's been a long time. This guy's not showing up yet. I just want to, we just need to get this done if we're going to do it. He just comes back and does a full-on punch on this thing. It's going to be, what's he going to use? Well, okay, we'll just do it as an easy. Well, let's see if it'll how that roll comes up when it does that. Sorry. Oh. Okay. That's not the kind of roll I was looking for.
I think you've gone silent.
Really, really frustrating.
There you are.
Okay, so he hauls off. Bullet, did you hear my Bullet said something about that? About getting impatient? Did you
Yeah,
guys catch that?
the last,
Okay.
last I heard at least was like, he was like, this guy's not showing up.
Yeah. Okay, so he is getting very impatient. He is just going to haul off and punch this thing. And I was trying to get a roll, the martial arts roll that would show damage and stuff, but it doesn't apparently do that. So, but anyway, he is body 12. He is using Ninjutsu of 5, and he's just doing a strike, I guess, technically. Anyway,
Yep.
so let's see how it reacts. Oops, shit. I hit the right button on here. Sorry. Okay, well, that's very much to his favor. So the panel starts sparking, is dented in, is very, very damaged. And let's see if somehow by chance, no, it does. Door does not open. It's like, well, that didn't work, and he punches it again. And he says, well, that didn't work, and he punches it again. And Stringer, you're watching him just punch and just do strikes, punches on this control panel until it's like broken and a mess and sparking and fried and stuff. And the door does not open. So,
Yep.
are you going to continue to wait
Earlier and stuff, but it hasn't been that long yet, so.
Yeah, I shall.
It's okay. I mean, I'm good. If you want to wait, we'll do it. The tech will show up eventually here. It's just whether you guys want to wait for it. Because you got 2 more rolls for the building before he's going to show up.
I will move a bit closer to the edge.
Of the hole? Or of the building? Okay. The outside edge. Gotcha. Okay. So, see how the building does again. Building is continuing to have problems. The hole spreads even more to right about that halfway mark.
Yeah.
And it is.
I mean, if the roof starts to go, in general, the very last places to go are going to be right up against the outside wall.
This outcropping thing here is gone. It was sticking. Part of it was on both sides of the building, but it was a structure on the roof, and it has fallen into the hole at this point.
Yep.
So basically, that hole has extended right about to that halfway mark, and the building, the entire roof on the west side has collapsed, and some of the wall on that west side and the north and south have started to collapse.
Yep.
And as that happens, let's see, how would he get up here? Actually, you threw that dude over the side.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's roll his climb. That's good enough. So as you are doing that, somebody climbs up the side over the dude you threw over the side. His straps are hanging down. Somebody climbs up over the side of the building. And he says, "Hello. I heard you guys need a hit with an AV."
Yep.
Bullet waves at him, comes over. Yeah, get this damn thing open. It won't open for me. Bullet is getting aggravated. He's becoming quite upset. He says, "Get this fucking thing open. It's starting to piss me off." And the guy looks at him. This is kind of a small. He's body 4. He's got this backpack of toolkit on his back that looks like it should crush him, but somehow doesn't quite. He's like, okay, chill. It's okay. I'll get it. I'll figure it out. He comes over and looks at this thing. He goes, "What the hell? Okay, it's okay." He starts to say something about the damaged control panel and doesn't. If a couple words start to come out of his mouth, he just, it's okay. I'll figure it out. He's obviously quite intimidated by Bullet. All right, so give him a couple of rolls. Okay, so the guy starts working on it. It is minutes that he's working on this thing. At first, he has a lot of trouble connecting. Eventually, we'll get the door open. He will eventually be able to override the security system. The building seems to be holding together. This half of the building seems to be holding. The other half of the building continues to collapse. But this half that you guys are on seems to be continuing to hold up. He will get past the security system. He will get the thing to start powering up. So...
in that case, we run in the door.
You're going to run inside. Bullet's going to grab and get inside. You guys are going to try to take off and leave.
Yep. I know Bullet knows how to fly one.
Yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted. See if he can disable. Okay. He says that he goes, I've disabled the tracking system. We should be good to go.
Yep.
That's what he said.
Okay. Well,
and
so as for that warehouse I showed you on the map.
Okay. So Bullet takes off and starts heading for the warehouse.
Yep.
Okay, so that happens. You guys take, you're able to. Actually, I should roll. Considering the situation, I do need to roll his pilot skill, just in case. And what it is. There it is. And he will do luck. Holy crap. Okay then. First natural 10 of the night. First natural 10. Okay.
I know I've rolled 2 natural 10s, but they've been fumble table rolls.
Oh, right.
I just happen to have also avoided them because I'm psychic.
Right, apparently. Okay.
Yeah. On the way, I'll
So-
call the guy at the chop shop.
Okay. Tell
Let
him
him
where
know
you're headed.
which warehouse we're going to.
Right.
Then he can come over and disable any security
So
that might be
neither-
still active.
So, you didn't say, and I didn't ask. Bullet didn't ask, in anything. So about belting in, strapping in. You just hear you were getting inside. So you need to roll
Yep.
in athletics.
What's safety?
Mm-hmm.
15.
Okay. And the tech rolled pretty well too. So, okay, sufficient. Bullet takes off on this thing. He brings it up, stands it almost on its tail, so it's coming up off the roof, and then rotates it just slightly to one side so that it starts to come almost like it's going to fall, because these vectored fans on the bottom. So you stand them up like that, they have almost no vertical thrust. But it does that, and it starts to go off the side of the building, and he takes it down the side of the building and off. I mean, it's like the Bugatti of AVs, the way he's treating it.
Yep.
He takes off, he heads down around a couple of buildings. He's staying pretty low between buildings at first. He's like watching the scanners and stuff, the radar, the cameras on there. Doesn't appear that anyone's following you guys, and head toward that building you suggested.
Yep.
Let me see if there's anything else. I'm gonna let him do an awareness check, because he's piloting. You're just along for the ride. The tech thinks he's done everything. As far as the tech knows, as far as everybody knows, tech's done everything he needed to do for you guys to steal this thing. And that is...
Yeah, that security is so disabled. Couldn't be more disabled if it was broken. You might have gone silent again.
It's distinctly
All right.
possible.
One more time.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. All right. I hate to restart because I don't want to have it mess up the stream completely. But
Yeah. Well, I told my guy to, check the tracking. Said to you can do the tracking
Oh, yeah.
on the
He's gonna
grounds
check
that
it when he gets
if
there.
there is something wrong, and he fucks up, it's not my fault.
Let's see.
Accountability. I like it.
Yes. Oops.
know what I'm gonna say, so I'm not gonna say it because I think I can see you talking.
Okay, this is starting to piss me off. This is seriously,
That's fair.
this is ridiculous. All right. Did you hear? Okay, you get to the building. He blows right through
Yep.
the doors. He doesn't even slow down. He pulls up hard and gets it landed. And as right after he shuts it, starts shutting it down, you guys do hear you continue to hear the sound of AV fans getting louder, coming toward your location. Your guy would not be taking an AV to come get this thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm going to give him how long it takes him to get here. And so, Bullet's like, hits the switches to shut everything down again. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Stringer, your contact would we take an AV to come pick this up? Seems kind of
Unlikely.
profile.
It double check the tracker.
The tech's like, I know I got it taken care of. All right, fine, I'll check it. As soon as he says that, Bullet just looks at him. And like
I mean,
said,
AV's coming in our direction. I think it's a reasonable guess that the tracker might not be.
He says the tech is like underneath pulling color cover plates off and is looking at stuff. He goes, I may have missed something earlier. He rolled high enough this time.
Yeah.
He says, he's like he yanks at a couple things and there's sparks and wires and stuff. Pulls this cables out, and he goes, okay, well, it's disabled now, but yeah, apparently we were still part of the security system was still functioning, and we were broadcasting our location. There was an emergency beacon that was set off.
Yeah.
I disabled the
Can you take
security
the
system
beacon-
and everything. It's disabled
Can you
now.
take the beacon out of there and turn it back on?
Probably.
Yep, do that.
Yeah, he's able to do that.
Right.
He says
I'm
he
going to
says
run
it
down the
should
street.
run. It should run for maybe 30 minutes, an hour, maybe something like that.
Yep, I'm going to run down the street with it. And when I find any disused building
Mm-hmm.
or something, after I've gone about 200 yards, I'm going to chuck it in through broken windows.
When you get outside the approaching AV, it sounds like there's AVs coming in from at least 2 or 3 directions. They're getting quite loud. They've got to be close. So the question is, so I'm gonna say, what can I say to roll for you? That's okay. All right. Okay, so you do that and you run away, basically, right? Or back to where the AV is actually parked. And apparently,
no, I'm running
I was
away
gonna say, I
from
thought maybe
the
I'd gone
warehouse
silent
we've
again.
parked it in.
You're running
No,
away
I'm
from
going to
that. Okay.
run away from that a couple of hundred yards
So,
to another empty building, and I'm going to chuck it through a window.
right. Okay, you did that, but after you do that, what do you do?
Then I'm going to take a different route back to the building where it's parked.
Okay. It's just hilarious way dice work out. It's fun doing this shit all random. So as soon as you do that, you start to run away, and immediately 3 AVs come into sight. They're coming from 3 different directions, north, east, and west, and they close in on that building where you just threw the deal. And if you're heading back to your building, you're not going to be able to continue to see what happens. But they are coming in on that building. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna run round to the front of where they're coming in on that building and start filming.
Of course. Why not?
Because that gives me a legitimate reason for being there.
He's got a point.
I'll make a quick phone call to Bullet, let him know what I did. And if they can try and, force the roller shutters doors down so they look vaguely in position. It might help. But I wouldn't advise stopping in that building, just in case.
Advise what? What was it you said? You wouldn't advise what?
Do your best to push the roller shutter doors down
Right.
so they look vaguely in position, not like they've just been broken open 2 seconds ago.
Right. Okay.
And I wouldn't advise staying in that building just in case.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. All right. We'll see what we can do. And we're getting the hell out of here. So the really quick and dirty is one of the AVs hovers over the top of the building. 2 of them land in the street on either ends. Some troops pour out of the 2 on the ground. They storm the castle. I mean the building. They go all through it. They do a bunch of stuff. They will actually use heavy weapons to take out the garage door system, the parking garage area of the building. They will blow stuff up, and they will spend probably 30 minutes or an hour going through this building. They will eventually all come out, get
After causing lots of havoc. They have
Yeah.
basically
What I am
eventually
primarily-
they'll find the GPS, the tracker, and
Yeah,
realize
what I'm
they've been
primarily
duped.
looking for is a guy coming out of the building holding this thing
Holding
with
this
wires
thing.
dangling off and a red flashing light or whatever.
Right.
But even so, heavy weapons
No.
taking out the doors and stuff. It's just this is still good footage.
It takes them over 30 minutes to come back out, and when they come back out, they don't have anything like that.
No, oh well.
And remember, the tech said it was going to run for about 30 minutes to an hour, and they all kind of come back out, get back in they like blew up doors, and you heard explosions from inside, and some people came running, just regular people came running out at various times.
Yep.
And then they get in and leave.
Okay, when they leave.
Immediately after they leave, or as they are taking off and leaving, Militech shows up.
Yeah.
Because Militech, remember, is supposed to be in charge of securing this area. So, but they left, but they were already in the air and leaving when Militech showed up.
Yeah.
And Militech
If there's a guy who looks like an exec from Militech, no.
No, these are all security people, and they will, as soon as when they do spot you over there filming all this, they're going to give you the, nope, you can't film here. You got 2 choices. You can leave, or you can come sit in the back of this vehicle.
Yeah. Just one thing. How do you guys feel about Arisaka poaching on your territory?
He's like, role play.
Hey,
Okay.
we can go off. I can shut this off if
he's
you
like-
want.
He will answer. Actually, we're gonna roll it. We're gonna roll it. Okay, good enough. He will answer. Those bastards just stay the hell out of the area. They stay up by the highway. That's their job. This is our territory now. We're in control.
Yeah.
We're
Hey.
here to. He says,
One thing.
we're Militech security. We're here to help. He says, looking right into the camera.
Yeah. I'll turn it off and I'll take this camera off my head,
Hmm.
put it in the bag so it's obvious I'm not filming. Then I'll say to him, you saw that council meeting? I filmed everything that happened on that roof, and no one blew up Arisaka's AV. They did it themselves. But secondly, if you remember a few months back when the Juilliard Theatre was blown up, it was Arasaka goons who came in and started murdering the survivors. These people are not here to help. They're the ones. They're almost certainly the ones behind the whole plan. Killing people here. They're the ones who undoubtedly are behind Robert Roberts and turning this whole area into a corporate park.
So, are you trying to sway this corp security goon to your side, basically?
Yeah, or at least
what's your-
taking advantage that Militech and Arasaka hate each other's guts.
Right.
If I can't sway him over to my side, then at least make him a lot more wary about any shit that Arasaka may pull off.
Okay.
And hopefully security guys, will
He is a Militech.
gossip during.
He's very much Militech fanboy. He will talk about how great Militech is and how awful and unskilled, poor equipment, how terrible Arasaka is. You should never hire them for anything. And that's just the way. That's what he goes on and on about. He doesn't really care about the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Militech, and I will grab my jacket down by the bottom and pull it open so we can see the boomer buster. Never leave home
Well,
without
you're still
one.
carrying several Arasaka rifles, aren't you? By the way, or did you leave them in the AV?
They'll be in the AV.
Okay. All right. So
I love Militech. He says he's got all this Arasaka gear.
That's what I was going to wonder about. So he's like, he likes your weapon. He likes the gun is cool, but he's very much not the most intelligent person, and he's well indoctrinated by Militech.
I think you mean to say he's a credit to the great company that is
Yes, he is a credit to the Militech security forces.
Yep.
He says,
He's here to help.
I'm here to help. Whatever my company, our company, he corrects himself, is he's just really, in your human perception and stuff is going to be good enough. You'll figure out very quickly. He's just very well programmed by Militech. He's a security goon. He's
Yep.
He's not going to be somebody you're going to be all convinced of anything else or is going to care.
Just be on the watch out of, for Arasaka pulling stuff and then blaming you guys.
Oh, don't worry about it. Militech is always very watchful. We know of everything that's going on, and don't you worry about it. We will keep you safe, he says with complete and utter confidence, and there's absolutely no doubt in his mind.
Yeah.
Credit to the Militech forces.
He says,
I'll give him one of my business cards. If you ever need to get some information out.
Oh, the Militech press system and bureau is the best in the world. Okay, I mean, anything that's going on that Militech needs to let anybody know about, they can handle it. They can do it. Trust me, I know it. I've seen the tapes. I've seen the training. I know they're the best. I tried.
Yeah,
I wanted to be a reporter, but I didn't make it. They said I was much better with a gun.
Yeah, I'll tell him. I've worked with corps before, and sometimes they don't want their logo branded over the information. I'll offer him my card again.
He kind of goes, huh? Militech is the best place to work. Did I mention that? Militech has the best benefits. Did you know we get health? We get health and all the ammo we need, and it's the best. You just couldn't ask for anything more, really.
No.
Yeah. What about hookers and blow?
Militech hookers and blow.
He says, I love Hookers Blow. That's great. Yeah. You're not recording. It doesn't. I don't care. Anyway.
No, I took the camera off with my bag.
Yeah. No,
so we could tell.
You know. Yeah. He says, you know any good ones?
Okay. Yeah, I know a few.
Hook me up.
Yeah.
He goes, I got some vacation time coming. I heard there's a club down here somewhere with a great place to go attached to it.
Oh, yeah. It's just over the wall into the combat zone. The club is called Hell, and that's right next door to, well, right behind it is the Joy Hotel. Great place to go.
As he starts to get off into that tangent, talking about something more personal, you'll notice his eyes will kind of glaze for a few seconds and then come back. And he says, Militech is the best place to work. It is incredible. Are you interested in a job?
I've got one, but thanks. Channel 23 News.
Where do I sign up?
Oh, the Militech, the Militech Public Relations Bureau is much better than anything they could offer, I'm sure, he says.
Well, I'll consider it.
And he says, okay, I got to get back to work now. Have a great day. Remember, Militech is here to help. And he turns around and runs back.
Good luck, guys. I'm going to walk off to the warehouse that we had the thing stashed in. Then I'm going to wait down by there for Militech to go. Then when they've gone, I'm going to call my contact Jacker.
Okay. Mirage, what you got?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I would like to point out that Militech has already helped me. So, Militech is here to help.
Yes, Militech is here to help. Yes. Yes, in case that wasn't clear, he is chipped. He has a behavioral chip. Yeah. And
chipped with the Militech is great chip.
The Militech is great. Militech is good. Militech is here to help. Chip. Yes. And
but I don't really have anything. The next thing, like, I'm basically keeping an eye because I want to meet up with this group of crazy people because I have something of a proposition.
Okay.
So
well, Stringer, on your way back to that building, you will Bullet. You'll catch up to, or whatever. You'll meet Bullet along the way. He is heading back. He is walking back to the condo. He says, we did what we could, and we left, and I was able to pull that door down some, and we kind of left it there. So your contact should be able to handle it from there, I assume. And I sent the tech on his way. He doesn't, he really should have done a better job. He should not have missed that, he says.
True.
And
but we did okay in the end. So.
He says, I had to take care of that. So anyway, let's head back to the condo.
Yeah, I'll call my
call your
Jacker
contact.
Let him know that Arisaka and AV and Militech have both left now. The AV has had the tracker removed from it and ditched in another building. So Arisaka don't even think it's here.
And he will respond as far as the tracker stuff. He says the security system one and the emergency locator beacon, are both of those handled?
The security system was taken down and the emergency locator beacon was physically removed. Then I ran down the street and threw it in another building. Arisaka followed the emergency one to the other building.
Cool.
But, blasted their way in, and now they've left.
He says, "Okay, I'll go pick it up and see what we can do with it, and get your cut as soon as it moves." All right.
Yep.
Not sure. He says, "I'm not sure I can move it as one piece. It might have to get parted out."
Hey, you run the chop shop. I assumed you were going to.
All right.
But Also,
Okay.
did you see the firefight on the news?
Which one?
The one the one
Wisconsin.
with the Arasaka guys on the roof of the building.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard. I
Yeah.
saw your report there. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
another
monkey
AV.
drummer was great.
Yeah, another AV, same model as this one, troop carrier, crashed down through the roof and is now in the basement. You guys might well be able to raid that for parts as well, but we've done nothing on that other one to disable security or tracking or anything.
Okay.
So you probably have to be quick.
He says, "I got it. All right. We're gonna take care of this one first, and we'll see if we can do anything with that one. Thanks for the tips. Get you paid as soon as I can." And
Okay, we'll do.
he hangs up. As you guys are getting back to the condo, that building that you guys are on the roof of is a pile of rubble. Pretty much the entire building has now collapsed. So if that other AV is down there, it's under a whole lot of concrete and steel and stuff. And as
But the locals are probably going to have it stripped in 48 hours.
As you guys are coming, you're coming around the corner, you see the building's completely collapsed. There is actually 3 big trucks, or one like tractor trailer truck and a couple of other like pickups that are there nearby, and they're already starting to put construction fence up around the perimeter of the building.
Yeah.
And as you get finished, you're a block or two away yet. You get up to your building, you're about to go in, and the fence is going up, and nothing. It takes very little time. They're just stretching the fence out around the property, and the Robert Roberts property management signs are going up. So
right. Well, I'm going to take the
care of it.
footage. Yeah, I'm going to take the footage I've got of Arasaka blasting their way into the building and doing shit, and turn that into another thing for that reality show.
There's okay, well you can roll those. Your footage is just basically of Arasaka blowing some stuff up. There's not really any conflict, there's not anybody else or anything involved, and all you have is from outside the building.
Yeah.
So
but it's something, but they can always tack 5 minutes on the end to fill another fill up another.
Yeah. So yeah, so you can roll your
So you guys are walking back into the building. Mirage, are you going to stay in your condo, or are you going to wait? Are you like watching for them to come in, or what do you think? And actually, we're getting close to time here for today. But go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say first, I'd probably call up. Well, if I've got any contact details for him, my little brother.
Oh, okay.
My little brother is a fixer.
Aha.
26 on the photography and film.
Yeah. You're good at that.
I used the last of my luck points on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to call my little brother and basically say that I've got a bunch of firearms that are going to need cleaning, and that he can basically sell if he wants.
Oh. Brother's a fixer, and he hero worships you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're going to have contact information from him. You actually get rather frequent, like every day or two, you're getting some kind of a text message or something from him going, how you doing?
Yep.
Anything you need, all that stuff,
I'm totally cool. I'm totally cool with my little brother. So yeah, like it's not even like me pretending to be interested. I'm like actually the good big sister here.
Yeah. Okay. He's like,
but yeah, I basically let him know. I've got a bunch of these Arasaka guns. If he wants to clean them and sell them. Also, do bullets need cleaning? I think it's only the guns, right?
Well, It depends on how thorough you want to be, and if you're concerned about there being DNA or fingerprints, etc., on any of it. I mean, as far as when you say, it depends too. If you when you say cleaning, if you're just literally maintenance, then no, bullets don't necessarily need to be. If you mean cleaning, as in sterilizing and taking care.
I think you died
that.
again. Yeah.
So,
How about now? There we go. Okay. So, again, depends on cleaning. If you're just talking about maintenance, or if we're talking about because there's potential they're stolen, you don't want them serial numbers tracked and all that.
yeah.
If
Well,
That
okay.
one.
That one.
With my brass, if it's been sat on the shelf for a while and it's starting to look dull, I polish mine before using them. They just, you're less likely to get a jam. I mean, it's the odds are you know that you're going to get one are pretty damn low anyway. But
Well, as far as that side of it goes, this stuff's all really well maintained. I mean,
yeah,
you know, those magazines will have been loaded not long before they went out on this particular mission, that kind of stuff.
If they're caseless,
but
then the magazine has a seal on the top.
Yep. Which I believe.
Yeah, these are all caseless.
These are all caseless. So yes.
Well, yeah, basically, what I would probably want to do is see if anyone else, like, you know, Marcellus and the other people that I've met in this merry group of weirdos, I would see if any of them want one of these rifles or one of these pistols. But then I'd sell the rest. Like, you know, give them to my little brother. You've died.
Okay. Your brother, if you go ahead and message your brother, he'll be very much of the, yeah, absolutely, I'll come on over and we'll check him out and see what I can do for you on him. Absolutely, we can do that. Just let me know what time's good for you. Do you want me to come over today? This afternoon? This evening?
Any time, really. I
Okay.
don't think I've got anything on the agenda.
Okay, so he'll say, okay,
I want to do a.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was saying I want to do a couple of things. I want to go to my gun guy. So I need some more ammo for the Boomer Buster.
You can just, how much are you looking for?
50 rounds.
And do you have note or whatever how much he charged you last time?
No.
Okay.
Because I bought the gun, had the custom work done, and bought the ammo all in one.
Okay. Do you know what the number is, what that ammo is normally? And Mirage, your brother says he can be out this evening to check those out for you, if that works for you.
That'd be great.
As far as you checking with the other members, I'm sorry, Austin, I'll be right back on the Boomer Buster and the ammo. If you can check what the regular book price is for me, though.
Yep.
The as far as checking with Marcellus and the other group. So, since all this happened and the building collapsed, last you saw Marcellus, he was still fighting with the Arasaka people and so on, and the monkey drummer and the bozos had shown up, and you scooted. That was it. You don't know what happened to him. Vex.
And I don't think I've actually seen Vex yet.
I don't know. That's what I was about to say. I don't know if you've actually met Vex even yet.
No.
Technically.
So it's only Marcellus and
Stringer. Or actually, you met and Bullet. You met Bullet.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I'll offer to Bullet as well if he wants one, if he hasn't already grabbed one.
Bullet, if you catch him in the building somewhere or something, no, he says he's good. I was able to pick up some, and I'm good on rifles at the moment. Appreciate you thinking of me, though. He says.
No worries.
Well, let's see. That's him. Who else do we
Basically,
have?
Stringer,
It's-
do you want one, or do you already have one?
Yeah, but if you for Stringer's going to be, you're going to be working on your photo and film and your contacts and stuff. So he's going to be in his place if you want to go to his condo.
It's
his
60.
door.
It's 60 EB for a box of 100.
Or you can call him, I guess. 60 is the base price.
Yeah.
Okay. He says.
So I'll buy a box of 100 instead of 50.
Okay, so he'll do, because they're fully custom for that weapon, but he'll do 4 times, and
Yeah,
he'll have them ready. Go ahead.
Sorry, that's the base price is 40. 1.5 times is the electrothermal cost.
Is that okay? So 40 is the base. So 4 times the 40, and he'll have them ready for it because they're not just the electrothermal. They're actually full custom for this weapon. So 4 times.
And the same
4
for
times
the Malorian.
The Malorian ones are just harder to. I don't think those are custom per se, but they are. You didn't.
They're
do
the same
anything-
price. It's very heavy pistol.
Okay. Those are just hard to come by. So you will probably, because those aren't available in regular stores and stuff. Because it's a Malorian. Regular stores, you can get them in.
Malorian also
me
make
see.
lighter pistols, not just that
Yeah.
heavy mother.
Right. I'm going to say you can special... Okay, the Malorian ones you can get for 2 times. They just take a day. They take a day to come in. Your Boomer Buster ammo is going to take 4 days to be ready. I just rolled it. For him to... He's got to make it. He's got to make every round individually. It's all custom, so that's why it's so expensive. But he's got to get materials in and stuff that's special for that, and he'll make those. Okay. So there's that. Mirage, if you want to talk to Stringer, you can call him, or you can go to his place and bang on the door.
No, because I was probably, when I called my brother, I was probably using like a payphone or something.
Oh, that your data. You'd be just, if you don't have a phone, you'd just be using a data term then. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to go out on the street corner and use the data term to talk to him.
Yeah, and I would probably leave it significantly obscure. Like my brother would know what I'm talking about because he's a fixer.
Right.
But I leave it like obscure enough because it's a public data term and I don't want any bad things happening.
Right. Or being overheard for that matter even.
If he's calling
that's
me,
cool.
I'll tell him which room I'm in. Come on up.
Well, I'm coming and knocking on your door.
Yep.
Okay. So there's that.
Nice.
You guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
One quickie now. How much did I get for the off Channel 23 for the live show?
or buy GM, rip, press F to pay respects.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey.
Yeah, we're about done for the day anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on with this, but hopefully I'll have it fixed for next time. Which I got videos to do this weekend, so I need to figure it out.
Yeah, when it comes to like my stuff, because there's quite a lot of stuff that I think is going to be sold, you can just do it in the week. Just let me know on Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, I basically knock on Stringer's door. Knock.
They will actually give you $2,000 for your video because of the city council meeting and the events and so on. They had a significant bump in viewership, so they're going to pay you that for that.
Yeah, I also want to put together something about the city conference thing, where, when they go on about, thugs blowing up the Arisaka AV, I'll show the film of it blowing up and none of the people on the roof throwing any bombs or anything at it. You know, like basically show, you know, no one blew it up unless it was Arasaka. And then I'll also put in some stuff about, remember the Juilliard bombing from way back, where I had film of the Arasaka goons killing the survivors. You know,
So you're gonna put a hit piece out on it, so to speak, together on Arasaka and how they're lying about all this stuff, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
And that I'm going to go to the smaller channels, and I'm going to give it to them.
Cool. Okay. So you do, in a moment, you can do photo film for that. That's going to take you a little bit more time to put together. But in here, while you're working on this stuff, you got to knock on your door.
Yep. Okay, I'll answer it.
Yeah.
So you're
so
just
it's
going
me.
to, just to confirm there, you're just opening the door without checking who it is or anything first.
Well, yeah, I will check through the spy hole.
Okay, very good.
Or-
So,
No, I'll
So, yes.
I'll check from the camera. Because if you remember, we got those cameras.
right, you did. So,
Yeah.
So,
Some
yeah,
are outside. One is on Bullet's landing, and he can access them. One is on my landing, which I can access, so I can access all 7. And the 7th one is looking down in the parking lot over the bus, in case, you know, just in
Cool.
case anybody messes
Watching for
with
that.
it.
So when you turn that on and you check it out, you there is the attractive female from Coil's place is standing outside your door.
I'll go and answer it.
It's like, hey, really quick question. You know, earlier with the fighting and all that,
Yep.
would you like one, I've got some of the equipment from the guys, if you want, like a rifle or a pistol.
No, I'm fine. I picked up 3 pistols, 3 rifles, and a really good sniper rifle.
Oh, okay. If you've got one of the sniper rifles, I might have something that you could use. And I only have one requirement, one term as such.
Yep.
So, you guys, from what I understand, are somewhat fighting against Arasaka to, like, not have our home demolished, correct?
Yeah, we believe they're the ones that are actually behind it. Roberts are not big enough to redevelop this area.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, let me tag along. As there's a siren going on outside, sorry.
Another
Yeah,
Militech
no
convoy
problem.
is going past the building.
Is there any equipment you need?
At the moment, I'm not 100% sure. Basically, of all the equipment that I nabbed, I'm gonna have it sold on. I know someone who can sell it on, that I trust.
Well, I've got mobile phones, I've got body armor.
Yeah, could.
Miniguns.
Our media has been collecting stuff.
I knew he was a hoarder all along.
Yeah. Now, whenever I pick things like that sniper rifle up, they're to go on the wall, and it's to list the story where I acquired it. Same as the mono katanas from Juilliard, the proper Japanese katana from the bridge attack.
Oh yeah, if you're inside his condo, he's got various weapons and stuff all over his walls and stuff.
I say, well, with the sniper rifle, basically, we might want to think about actually using it from time to time. I've got 3 mags of armor-piercing high explosive.
Yep, are they the same caliber?
Yeah, they were from probably the other guy, or maybe you got the sniper rifle from the one that I found, but who knows?
No, I got the sniper rifle off the guy on the roof.
There were two of them.
Yeah.
You got the
One
the
fell
guy
down to the
with
ground.
the guy with the mags is the one you found. Was
Yeah.
on the ground. Yeah. It was,
Yeah, mine was from the guy on the ground.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna get all the stuff sort of cleaned and sent, well,
Yeah.
recycled back into the economy.
Marcellus might buy that sniper rifle.
You didn't actually get the rifle. You just got the magazines, right?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm offering the
Um,
magazines because you've got the rifle.
Mirage has
Yeah.
3 magazines. Does not have a rifle.
Yep. Okay. The magazines will definitely come in handy.
Yep. Cool. But yeah, so I'll once everything's cleaned, I'll let you know, because I'm gonna give most of it to the guy that I know, get a bit of a finder's fee for it, and then he'll recycle it into the economy.
Yep.
And I'm gonna keep a couple of things, so yeah, we'll see. But I'll drop the mags around once that's all been done.
Yeah. I'm basically saving the weapons that I picked up here, so that if we do end up having a fight with Arisaka security, I can hand them out to people.
Useful, very useful. All right, cool. I'll bear that in mind. In that case, would you like any additional pistols and rifles?
Yeah. If rather than you selling them, I say, if there's anything you need, I've got, I've got other weapons, but I've got some armored jumpsuits and several spare mobile phones.
Okay. I'll give it some thought, but yeah, as I said, I'm gonna be meeting with my guy a bit later, and I'll come by after that.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, I've also got smart goggles with low light and anti-dazzle.
Just full of surprises.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then yeah, I'm gonna head off again.
Yeah, frag grenades.
As you're walking out the door, he's continuing to list stuff. Oh, and by the way,
Grenades and this and that.
Stringer, you're developing quite the armory for media, especially.
Yep.
Yeah, well, knowing what we're up against, I'm preparing.
It's not a bad idea.
I got 4 FN Rao rifles, 4 Sternmeyer pistols, 4 sets of those smart goggles with low light and anti-dazzle. What else? 12 frag grenades. That this I'm not counting stuff that I use myself. The Arisaka sniper rifle, which I am going to probably start using. Arisaka auto pistols and Arisaka rifles. They're all going to come in handy.
Yep. I'm sure they will.
So that's, by the way, that 3 mags that he's giving you are APHE rounds for the WSSA.
They're nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those
So
will put some holes in stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you guys have your conversation. You're just gonna leave him the mags, you're not giving him anything else right now. Is that right?
Well, I'm gonna meet with my brother
You're gonna wait.
first.
Okay. Are you giving him mags even right now? Or waiting?
No, because I want to make sure that, stuff can't be traced.
Okay. Just make sure everybody's clear on, how that's going.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I will be, but yeah, I want to make sure nothing is traceable, and as I said, I'm a good big sister, so I want to give my brother some business out of it, so I'm probably going to end up parting with some of the guns that I've got.
Okay. So you got that? Do you have anything you're gonna do in between, waiting for him to show up? Okay. Stringer, you're gonna work on your other video. and that stuff.
Yeah.
You rolled your other photo film already. Okay, very good. You did, or is it? Yeah, yeah. That's what that is, I think. The 26 is your first one. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, my second one I haven't done.
You haven't done the second one yet. Okay. So basically, when your brother shows up, he will offer you on the rifles and the handguns half of the book value. He says, I can pay that for it. I'm gonna have, and it's gonna cost me. He will just be upfront with you. He says it's gonna cost me around 50 a piece to clean off. To basically, I'm going to clean off the strip. What do you call it? Grind off the serial numbers. We got to take them all apart, make sure there's no other electronics in there that's not supposed to be there. Make sure there's no other tracking stuff, all that kind of stuff. We're going to put them in a bath that will make sure there's no residual DNA traces. Just completely make sure there's no issues with them. And he says, but I'm certain I can move them.
All right, so yeah, if it's 50 a piece,
He says, I'll cover that part. I can pay you this. I'll cover the.
No, that's nonsense. If it's 50 a piece, I'm just working out. What about the ammo? Does that require anything, or?
Too expensive to individually mark ammo.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm back. There, I'm back again. All right. So anyway,
Yep.
the ammo will go. Well, the ammo will go through a similar wipe down. We can't really submerge it, but it'll get cleaned up to make sure there's no DNA traces on it from anywhere that could be traceable. And other than that, no, they're not normally not individually serialized or anything.
Cool. In that case, I think I'm just going to check how much the rifles are just once.
8, I think. 800.
Yeah, I use the I actually use the reference book for a lot of stuff. It's super useful. Yeah, 800. So yeah, I will part with 2 pistols and one of the rifles to basically cover well, it'll more than cover the expenses of
getting it all cleaned up.
Yeah,
Is basically what you're trying to do. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that'll
Well,
cost
he's good
me-
with that. He'll give you the he is happy to give you the 400 for the rifles and the 200 and
Yeah.
for those, and then whatever take off the expenses of the other ones, give you the balance. He's cool with that.
Cool.
He said I can have him back. It'll take a little bit of time.
Oh no, I think you died again.
Yeah.
This just wants me to be done for the night, I guess, for the day.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, he will. He says it'll take overnight. I'll get him cleaned up. Bring everything back. Probably in the morning sometime. I can drop the stuff back off that you wanted to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
What about
works for
IP
Great.
You want IP?
as well? Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Since we're closing up for the night. So we ended up with.
Just
Yeah.
really quickly, are we gonna like do the equipment like sort of handover? Or is there gonna be like complications like next session or something, like just so I can make sure I get my
Oh,
book
for
correct?
your brother. Right now, as far as I know, unless something comes up at the beginning of the next session or something, no, you should be good to get. You'll have the equipment back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, as far as I know right now, there's nothing going to be happening overnight that would cause an issue with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one thing I want to do is find a Kenjutsu school to learn fencing.
Okay. Well, you can do that'll be at this point. You can grab a term or something and look that up and see if there's one around. I'll just have to do some. I don't know how common that would be. But if nothing else, I will tell you, and without giving it, we're trying to find numbers and figure it all out. If nothing else, there's going to be a braindance club or a studio, braindance studio that would have tapes that would help you learn that way. Which isn't quite the same as physically doing it, but it's almost as good. For at least for learning it initially. For all this, 1, 2.
And just in case you want to add it to your armory, I'm gonna be giving 5 of those bullpup rifles, 3 of the pistols, 420 5.56 bullets, and 45 10mm bullets to Stringer.
Yep.
Excellent.
I'll put that in Discord just so you've also got
clear.
all of it.
Okay. How many? Let's see. The stuff on the rooftop. Has it been 3 sessions we've been dealing with that? Right.
Yep.
And Mirage, you've been here for 2 of the 3, and Stringer's been here for all 3. Okay. So Stringer, you're going to get 300 and 200 from Mirage. IP. And if you want to put them in Discord, how you want to spend that. If you do, or if you want to save it up, that's fine too. And otherwise, I think... I will mention, just a comment again, if anybody saw it, the PunkGenerator app is available on Android. I'm still messing with it, still building or testing it and all that stuff. But if you guys wanted to check it out, I'd appreciate it. Let me know how it looks to you from your side. And I haven't figured out. I got to find some way I'm going to do the costs on it. I kind of hate to put ads on it, but it costs me to have it available, so I'm going to have to do something, but I'll figure it out. What else have we got? I think that's what we got for this time, guys.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give some thought as to how I want to spend the IP, but one of the things I'm possibly going to want to learn is rifle. So I'm going to want to find somewhere I can.
You're going to need to find an instructor, or again do brain dance or something like that. Now you do have.
I don't want to do brain dance. Brain dance is dangerous. I don't like it. Fucking brain dance.
Can I spend any of my IP on fencing?
Do you don't have any kind of a sword skill at the moment, do you?
No, it's currently 0.
So you would have to have either some kind of training to get the basis for picking it up. I would treat that as something you couldn't just suddenly know how to do,
Yep, okay.
You'd have to study it. You'd have to find somebody to teach you or something. I was just going to look here real quick if I can find it.
I'm also guessing I am allowed to put IP into my special ability.
Yes, you are. Wow. Are you there yet?
That's quite important for my character.
You kind of faded out there for a second. What were you saying?
I was just saying it's quite important for my character.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I
Being
would
able
say
to
so.
not be seen.
Trying to find. There it is. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Of course, you'll have to talk to him about it, but Marcellus has a high enough rifle that he could teach. If you guys want to work that out.
Yeah, cool.
And
when I next see him.
When you next see him. Well, when you see him, yeah. And just for the record of it, whatever, up to 10 is regular, well, based on modifiers, and whatever your current number times 10 and whatever modifiers. Nobody's done it yet, and we'll have to talk about the circumstances to do it. But if you want to go over 10 on skills, it's times 100. And if given the right circumstances, we might be able to do that.
have you seen how many skills there are on this character sheet? I think I can think of better uses of IP than going, oh, I need 11 in my karate skill. That's a lot.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it takes a lot of points to get there, but I thought another ref I played with actually came up the first time I saw it, of doing skills over 10. It takes a hell of a lot of IP, but it is neat to have that option, you know, if you want to save your IP long enough to do it. You know, something with a modifier of 2 to go from 10 to 11 would be what, 2,000 IP.
200.
Maybe I want to get ninjutsu
10
up
times
to level 11 and spend 5,000 IP on it.
10 to 11 is times 100. 10 times 100, and if it had a modifier of 2, you double it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But ninjutsu has a multiplier of 5.
Right. So that would be, that'd be a good one. I'd like to see increase that. Of course, your other skills might suffer a bit.
5,000 IP.
Yeah. Any increase to my rep? It's currently 6 in North and South California, and 1 rest of the world.
Would consider, you know what? Considering the importance of the big announcement from the city council, you can add 1 to each of those.
Yep.
Okay. And yeah, that's my time. Okay, I gotta go, guys. Unless you got something else right at the moment, I gotta go. I thank you. And if nothing else, we will see you next week. All right.
Yeah, we'll do.
See
Thank you,
next
guys.
week.
You have a great day. See you later.
Thank you.